Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna...
Here.
This bout,
we waited a long time for... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Hook misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't score with that jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Punch, counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And he just missed with that left jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last. Here's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
That jab was blocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Couldn't land that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nope, that jab not going to score. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko now. There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Can't score with that jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Defense is not an option for these two. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice exchange here from both men. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay. Can you believe this? Klitschko is down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
1, 2,
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. It's not over till it... Let's start the 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
These two fighters are made for one another. Couldn't land that jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last. Here we go. It's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight.
Down goes Klitschko. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with the jab. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Klitschko in that lap. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Jab does not score. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before.